Hey, good morning, and welcome to Morning Coffee with Sandy. As you can see, I'm in bed. Nah, it's not because I was tired. In case you didn't hear yesterday, I got my second COVID shot, my second COVID vaccine yesterday. Celebration time, but sometimes some people have reactions to the vaccine. And this girl got knocked on her butt. Now, rumor has it that I should be feeling very fine by tomorrow. Right now, there are very few parts of my body that don't hurt. Seriously. There are, however, I will tell you, when my sweetie came in this morning to wake me, I was already awake and I was laying here. And um, I said, "Don't squish me this morning because everything hurts." And he said, "Everything?" And I said, "Yes." And he started touching me and he accidentally touched me right where I got my shot. And I screamed. My head is just pounding. Everything hurts. Everything hurts. It's insane. But then he touched my toes. And I said, "Even my, no, actually, my toes don't hurt." And he said, "Well, at least we know you don't have, you got it, COVID." Yeah. No COVID for Sandy. Whew. So I decided walking is not really anything I feel like doing just yet. So here I am in bed to share my morning coffee with you. Oh, and by the way, my morning coffee is about 1/8 coffee and 7/8 hot water because my stomach has not been doing that well the last, I don't know, 12 hours. So yesterday, I, I was so excited because I got my shot. I was so excited because I got my shot. And I went to play tennis yesterday, even though I didn't feel great. But I didn't feel awful. I just didn't feel good, and I thought, well, tennis isn't gonna make me feel any worse, and it might take my mind off of how miserable I feel. So I got I got an hour and a half of tennis in. I got 2 sets in before I said, "Hey, guys, you know what? I think I'm cashing in my tennis balls and going home." And I came home, and I have been flat on my back ever since. I mean, it here's the deal. I would so much rather have the reaction than the disease. So bring it. You know what I'm saying? Bring it because I know I'm going to be fine tomorrow. I will be. I will be full of piss and vinegar, just like always. Oh, and I'm looking, by the way. It's so funny to have a different view this morning. I'm looking out the same side of the house towards the backyard. But my guy went out last night and he hung like little Christmas lights on the badminton net. So right across the yard, there's all these little twinkle lights that look so cool. And he got that idea because one of his birthday presents was these really cool birdies that are made with goose feathers and LED lights, all different colors. So there's a blue one and a red one and a green one, and there's one that flashes all different colors. So you can play badminton at night. And now he put up lights to go along with it. How cool is that? We're going to have like the best backyard in the world. Right now, we have croquet, we have badminton, we have cornhole. We're putting in a sand dunes on the side. I just talked to the gardener yesterday and told him to get us a bunch of sand. We live in Bermuda Dunes. We want our own dunes. Hey JB, hey Opa, good morning. Oh, look, he's my Red Cross. He is. He's my nurse. He is. He's such a good nurse. Um, so can we talk about what today is? Today, and it happened without my even realizing it. It's Purim. Now, you probably don't even know what Purim is unless you're a Jewish kid. Purim is the coolest holiday of the Jewish year. Might be one of my very favorites. So what's Purim? Purim is the Feast of Lots. It's like somebody once described all Jewish holidays as being the same. They tried to kill us. We didn't die. Let's eat. That's a Jewish holiday, okay? So this one is not just let's eat, it's also let's drink. And it's not just let's eat and let's drink. It's also let's gamble. It was called the Feast of Lots, whether or not all the Jews were going to get killed. And I guess the gambling paid off because here I am. You know what I mean? So this holiday celebrates Queen Esther, who saved the Jewish people by telling her husband, King Ahasuerus, that she was Jewish. And if the bad guy, Haman, got his way, he would kill her. And of course, the king didn't want to lose his beautiful Queen Esther. So instead, he had Haman killed. Haman was the bad guy. And he wore a three-cornered hat. It was shaped like this, which is why the cookie we eat on Purim, called a Hamantashen, is Haman's hat. So we eat these cookies. Oh, they're so good. And they have all different kinds of filling in them. And Bubby Yeti, Jesse Butler, made the best Hamantashens ever. That was the worst thing about leaving where I used to live is I don't get Jesse's Hamantashen anymore. So on Purim, you dress up like on Halloween. Everybody dresses up and goes door to door. But unlike Halloween, how cool is this now? Get ready. Unlike Halloween, you go door to door delivering goodies. Yeah, they're called Shalot Manot baskets. And you bring these baskets of delicious candies and cookies and wine and fruits, and you give instead of taking. It's just such a cool holiday, and it's so much fun, and people get silly and goofy because they've been drinking. And anyway, it's an awesome holiday. It started last night at sundown. I wasn't exactly in the mood to celebrate, and it goes until sundown tonight. Look it up online. You'll be able to see some fun stuff. When I was a little kid, like I think I was maybe in the fourth grade, back in Skokie, Illinois, I was in, they call it a Purim spiel, a show. And it was entirely in Hebrew. Oh yeah, but I didn't speak Hebrew. So I had to memorize, oh boy, that hurt. I had to memorize all my lines in a foreign language. Yeah, it was quite the feat, but I did it because I've always been unstoppable. But would you like to hear my favorite line? I know you would. When people ask me if I can still speak Hebrew, this is what I say to them. Sheket chutzpanit ki hamelech asuk zot lo ra'it, which basically means, quiet, stupid. Can't you see the king is busy? Ta-da! All right, now you've had your Purim information for today. There's so much more that's today. It's Tell a Fairy Tale Day. Can you tell a fairy tale? How about like, hey, little Red Riding Hood, you sure are looking good. You never believed that I didn't feel good, would you? Doing this makes me feel better. Go figure. Anyway, it's Tell a Fairy Tale Day, so pick one and give it. Tell it. It's Carnival Day. Oh, I used to love to go to the carnival. Not to necessarily do things, just to watch people. Yeah, because I remember India and I went to a carnival in Del Mar. And I wasn't allowed on some of the rides because I wasn't tall enough. That doesn't seem right, does it? It is, oh, this is fun. It's For Pete's Sake Day. What is that? Well, for Pete's sake is what they call a minced oath or a euphemism, which always cracks me up. It's like people saying, oh, sugar, oh, dang it, or oh, fudge, or oh, friggers. It's like, really, you don't know what they're trying to say, but okay. It's a polite way of saying the nasty stuff you're really thinking, right? Okay. So for some reason, we say, oh, for Pete's sake, right? but nobody's really sure who Pete was. There's some thought that maybe it was St. Peter. Nobody knows. So today, use euphemisms. If you know somebody named Pete, buy him a soda, or if you're celebrating Purim, get him a beer. For Pete's sake day. It's Levi Strauss Day. He's a good guy to celebrate. I mean, come on. Is there one among us who doesn't wear Levi's and never has? Come on. And he got those special little brads or whatever you call them that were his own special patent. Yeah, come on now. Levi Strauss made a huge impact on the fashion world, right? Yes, he did. And for Pete's sake, by the way, wasn't that like an awesome movie with Barbara Streisand and my hero, George Segal? Come on, JP, you know that. Pete's sake was one of the names I was considering when I wanted to change my name. Opa, are you kidding me? You never owned Levi's, not even used Levi's? That's like un-American. We're going to have to get you some Levi's. Send me a little message. Tell me what size you wear, and I'll send you some Levi's. JB, for Pete's sake, wasn't that a Barbara Streisand movie with my lover boy, George Segal? Come on, you can tell me. I'm going to have you check that. You've rarely worn Levi's. Well, I don't wear them now, but I certainly did when I was in college, for darn sure. It's also Bacon Day. Oh, come on, who doesn't like bacon? Do you know my story about bacon? Okay, I'm going to tell you again anyway. In my house, we did not keep kosher. We did not. But we didn't eat pork. That was it. My father didn't have a problem with it, but my mother grew up in a kosher home, and she refused. She said no pork in our house. But we had bacon. I was in high school, and I was at someone's house, and they served ham for dinner, and I was eating everything else except the ham, and the mother at the house said, "Why aren't you eating it?" And I said, "I'm sorry, I don't want to make a big deal about it, but I'm Jewish and we don't eat ham. We don't eat pork." And the person sitting next to me said, "But I've been to your house for sleepovers and we have bacon in the morning." And I said, "Yeah, so?" Because I didn't know bacon was pork. Because my mother didn't eat pork, right? Fritzy did not eat pork, but she loved bacon. Go figure. So I grew up thinking that bacon wasn't pork. Now I kind of like turkey bacon, but only when there's no real bacon around. Bacon. You know, one of the coolest things I ever made by accident was I was making bacon and pancakes, and I dipped the bacon in the pancake batter and fried the bacon in the pancake batter. It was orgasmic. I'm not kidding you. Try it. It was so good. Whoa. Yeah, come on, who doesn't like bacon, really? I mean, who doesn't like bacon? Personal chef day. My friend Peter. Oh, my friend Peter's the most amazing chef. Peter Carpenter, gourmet to you. If you live in the South Bay area of Southern California, like in the Torrance, Palos Verdes area, around there, he does meals that he delivers to your house, and he is another reason for moving back to the South Bay would be to be able to eat Peter's food again, because he is so fabulous. Oh, it wasn't George Segal, huh? It was Barbara, Michael Sarrazin, and Estelle Parsons, not George Segal. He was in something else with her, I guess. Yeah, something about cuckoo or crazy or something like that. Yeah. Okay, thanks for checking. I knew you would know that. It's Pistachio Day. I know you're not going to believe this, but I've never had one. I know, isn't that crazy? But somehow eating a green nut just never appealed to me. However, Fritzy loved pistachios. So I always knew, when in doubt, there were certain things I could always get for Fritzy, and pistachios. A big bag of pistachios was one of the Absolutely, for sure, she'll love it. Fritzy presents. Yesterday, I had them bring her Diet Coke because when she felt better and we were allowed to go over, I used to go over and I'd pick her up on the dementia side and I would walk her over to the lounge side of the retirement community. We'd go sit in the bar and we'd have Diet Coke and snacks every afternoon at 5 o'clock. That was our thing. Yeah, I mean, at like 4 o'clock because right before dinner. So we'd go have happy hour and it was so much fun. But now I can't go over there. So I asked them to please bring her Diet Coke and she was very happy about that. She's doing great, by the way. Right now, she's doing better than I am, for crying out loud. I know, no pistachios, no pistachio anything. Yeah, because it's green. Can I just tell you how much better I feel doing this with you than laying here thinking about everything that hurts me right now? Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. It's also skip the straw day. Yes, skip the straw. That's not like skip the broom. Skip the straw is don't use plastic straws. Skip the straw, save a turtle. Come on, pass it on. This is important. It's Johnny Cash's birthday. Levi Strauss's birthday. That's why it's Levi Strauss Day. John H. Kellogg's birthday. John H. Kellogg was a surgeon, and I talked about him the other day, except I didn't know he was a surgeon. He was a surgeon, and he and his brother are the ones who started Kellogg's cereal. Yeah. Okay, good. Opa says she can't skip the straw, but she uses metal ones. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, good. Jackie Gleason's birthday. To the moon, Alice. I never really liked Jackie Gleason because I always felt like he was a male chauvinist pig. Am I wrong? I mean, was he all that funny? I didn't get it. Oh, today, here's something you can do today. And if I'm going to be laying in bed, I think I'm going to try and do this. Vera Miles starred in episode 21 of the first season of The Twilight Zone, probably the most popular of all the Twilight Zones, called Mirror Image. Twilight Zone, Mirror Image. It was from 1960. Go look it up. Go watch it. Old, yeah, The Honeymooners. But this one is like crazy. She keeps seeing herself. Yeah, and the ending is like typical Twilight Zone ending. This is the day that we first had the Golden Gate Bridge, Grand Teton National Park in Jackson Hole, which now encompasses most of Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and of course Grand Canyon National Park, which has got to be one of the most awesome of awesome parks ever in the whole world. Ever. And finally, this is the anniversary of the day that Lou Costello died. If you want some fun today, go watch Abbott and Costello do Who's on First, the classic of all classics. You can just watch it on YouTube. It's great, and it's timeless. And what else? Today's the day that I'm not feeling really good right now. I think I'm going to stop, okay? You guys have a great day. I've got I think maybe another 12 hours of this Aki. I'm going now. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be feeling great. But I got to tell you, doing this peps me up like nobody's business. I love you. I'm going. Bye.